A man who spent a decade working with children in New Hanover and Brunswick counties is now charged with sex crimes involving children.
Parents of children he taught are concerned and obviously also upset. WWY's Basil John spoke with one parent and has more. It's a big story at 6.
Disgusting. It's sickening. Someone that probably needs help and shouldn't be a member of society.
That's how Chris DeHart feels after finding out someone who spent time in a classroom with his children is charged with second-degree exploitation of a minor and indecent liberties with a child. 32-year-old Andrew Timothy Hodge spent several years as a teaching assistant at Leland Christian Academy before leaving in the fall. DeHart's children attended LCA. He says he always had a bad feeling about Hodge.
Even the thought of someone doing something like that with my little girl, oh man, I wasn't surprised though. I was shocked at first, then I was scared for half a second, and then I was kind of like I told you so.
The Brunswick County Sheriff's Office, along with Homeland Security, arrested Hodge on Monday. DeHart said when he first heard about this, he was ashamed of Hodge.
A sin is the sin, and I think there's no worse sin than to do anything remotely inappropriately to a child. To think inappropriately about a child is still a sin without even doing it.
And he says Hodge needs to remain behind bars.
He's sick and he needs help, and if for some reason he gets off, he needs to move far away from this area, because if not, people will be looking for him, I promise you that.
In Leland, Basil John, WWAY News.
Hodge's bond is set at $1 million. We reached out to Leland Christian Academy, and this is what they told us. Quote, "We at Leland Christian Academy and First Baptist Church are deeply saddened to learn of these allegations. The safety and security of our students have always been our first priority. All that we can confirm at this point is that Mr. Andrew Hodge was an employee of Leland Christian Academy, but left the school in August of 2017 to pursue other interests. The school has a rigorous screening process in place for individuals working with the children, and Mr. Hodge passed each of these criteria, including background checks every 3 years, the most recent being in July of 2015. There had been no allegations or complaints lodged against Mr. Hodge by any parents or staff during his time here, and we are heartbroken to hear of these charges."